All right, today we're going to talk a little bit about these M48 Ops fleece beanies. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, so if you looked at my last review, we did talk about the bandana and its uses. Well, today we're going to be looking at these M48 Ops fleece beanies. Now, this does come as a 3-pack, so you do get a olive drab one, you do get a brown one, and you do get a black one. Now, these MSRP for $14.99. So, and really, I think that $15 for 3 beanies, that's still a good price. These beanies, they are a good fleece. This one here is no different than the fleece beanies that we used in the Army. We'd be doing PT. Now, they are definitely fleece. These particular colors are good for keeping yourself unnoticed if you're in the wild. You can stay warm and you can blend in with your environment. So, because these are very, very earthy, neutral colors. So, now, and honestly, I think that even for $14.99, you know, you're paying like $5 each. Even that for a beanie like this, that's gonna keep your head warm in a cold environment, I still think that's a pretty good deal. Because if you, my last video, your head and your feet are two of the areas where your body is very susceptible to temperature changes. So if you're in a cold environment and you keep your feet warm and your head warm, you're gonna have a better chance of survival. I mean, yeah, you want to keep your whole body warm, but you can wrap yourself up in a blanket. But if your head is exposed to the cold, especially one like mine that has no hair, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. These beanies, lightweight, they fit on your head nicely. The fact you get a 3-pack, so that means that you can either put multiple ones in one pack. You could have one in a sling bag, you know, haversack. You could have one in your backpack. You know, you could have one in a bedroll so that you have different ones. Because if these get wet, there's gonna be an issue. But so you can change these out. So it's like if this one gets like wet, you know, you can switch it out. You can let it dry, and you can put on the brown one, and you still keep your head warm. It's fantastic. I mean, these things are very nice, very lightweight. You know, these things will like fold down to a very small profile. So you'll be able to put those in almost any bag that you want. If you have multiple people in your party when you're in a survival situation, you know, you might want, everyone wants to keep their head warm. So it's a great thing. And now this did come in our Pro box. So now if we would have gotten this in the basic box, then if you just bought the basic box, you would have gotten these for $2 each. However, since these did come in the Pro box, the actual price for this was $8.87, $8.85. So for $8.85 or $2.95 each, I think that you're looking at a really good bargain. And if you watch my last video, I'm talking about the Archer bandana, because the fact that it's not cotton, and so you're not really getting, $6.99 was high for that. Even $6 is high for that. Well, now you're paying $8.77 for it, but when you get in a box like this, you're also paying $8.77 for 3 really good beanies. And so that's another reason why I think that subscription boxes, you know, especially when they give you like an MSRP like SHTF does, you have to look like the whole picture. You know, like if you think about the Bushcraft axe, right? The Bushcraft axe that we reviewed a couple days ago, that MSRP is for $35.99. So if you buy just the axe, you're going to pay $35.99. However, if you buy it as part of the box, we only paid $11.77, and that's after shipping and taxes. So I think for $11.77, it's a good item to have. Now, that does mean that we paid $11.77 for these 3 beanies, which is still a good price, because you're thinking they're like about, what, about $4 each? You know, 4, 8, 12. $4 for a beanie like this. You buy this in the store, you're going to pay more than that for a beanie. So I think that these beanies, really good buy, as is. 3 beanies for $14.99 is a really good buy. However, when you get them in the mystery box like this, you're only paying, you're paying like $4 each for them. That's a good bargain. So I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. Because plus, if you think about it, you're also paying, 11.77. You're paying 11.77 for 3 of them. You also pay 11.77 for that bandana, which on the outset, that's a horrible deal. Don't get me wrong. But when you think about how much you're saving on the beanies and the axe, it kind of balances out. And that's why these subscription boxes, they're a mixed bag. Because if you just get, the basic box, you pay $6 for the bandana. That's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. You buy the Pro box, you're paying $8.77 for it. Oh, that's a little bit high, but you're also paying $8.77 for these beanies, and you're paying $8.77 for the Kukri Bushmaster machete and sheath, which we're gonna review that one here in a couple days. But you're only paying $8 for a Kukri machete, and even a cheap Kukri machete for $8.77 is not a bad bargain. So that's why when you do think about these mystery boxes, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's just cheap gear. I've even some people comment on other people's videos. It's like, that's not. He thinks that's gear. That's not gear. It's gear. It's just cheap gear. It's budget gear. And when you get it in a mystery box like this, I think you get your money's worth. I don't know. You tell me. Do you think $2.95 for a nice fleece beanie is a good bargain? I think it is. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today. We had these M48 Ops beanies. Fantastic item. If you're in a survival situation, you have to keep your head and your feet warm, your body too. And actually with this box, we're able to keep our head warm as well as our body, because we did get that Totem Pack Company blanket, which we're going to be talking about in a day or two. So until next time, keep prepping.